What's up? This is Ken from Nunchakutricks.com. Soon to be Flowtricks. I know, there's a lot to talk about. So let's just get started. First, I want to say that, man, I've been getting so many awesome messages and so many great comments on YouTube, I actually can't keep up with all of them. Just know that I read every single one of the messages that you guys send, and I want to write back. But at the same time, performances are coming up, and between everything that I'm doing, I'm actually running out of time. So instead, I figured I would try to start talking about them on some of these videos and addressing some of the questions that you guys have been asking via video. But just know that even if you did send me a message and it may take some time, or if there's very little response, just know I have read them all. I'm just getting really flooded right now, which is a good problem to have for sure. I wish I could just talk to you guys all individually. I definitely do. That'd be awesome. And hopefully someday I will meet every single one of you as I do some sort of grand world tour, because nunchucks is the wave of the future. Yes. People have been sharing me really amazing videos for what they've been doing with nunchucks, and there have been two kids in particular that I've had the great honor of watching. Logan and Jaden. They are doing awesome, and I'm gonna put a little link to their videos because they're kids, man, and they're just fast and furious and running through a flurry of all these moves, and I just think that was really awesome. Next up, we want to talk about Flowtricks. Now, Flowtricks has been taking a while, mostly because I've been trying to program a website on top of everything else. I'm programming a website and coming up with the criteria, and it's going to be so much better than Nunchakutricks, because at the end of the video, you're not going to wonder what to click next. There's going to be this huge webwork of links, and they're all going to be interconnected. But that also takes a lot more time, especially because I'm pretty much trying to do this all on my own, on top of all the performing and, human teaching and physical form and everything else. So it's going a little bit slower than anticipated, but quality definitely beats out quantity. Now, I did a poll, and I asked everyone, would you pay $5 a month for if I did a new video every day? And the majority of people said no. So with that said, I'm going to release less videos, but at the same time, there's never going to be a charge, and you never have to worry about joining or subscribing. Now, this may be a bummer for the few of you that did say that you were interested in paying the subscription, but there is something that I decided on doing, which is making Flowtricks completely free, but at the same time, I am also offering personal private lessons, and we're going to do it over video. So you send me a link of your video, and we can create some sort of monthly subscription, just me and you, and I could help you take it wherever you are to the next level. Now, the thing that I can really assist with is you can go online and you can totally learn a lot of the moves and the techniques, but there's very few of us that are actual fire performers, people that have actually stood in front of an audience of 10,000 people, say, and spun fire nunchucks in front of them. And I can actually give you techniques from a performance standpoint as well as from a skill standpoint. So if you're interested in that, get in contact with me and we can work out some sort of deal on that, since Flowtricks will be a free thing. And also a shout out to Robert Manley. Did you guys notice this camera is looking good? I'm still working out the kinks of it, but the truth is this camera was actually purchased from an awesome ninja in training called Robert Manley, and he's taking personal lessons from me, so it's been enough for me to upgrade Flowtricks with this amazing camera, so definitely shout out to him as well. A lot of people have been asking me about a really good nunchuck to get, and they're trying to figure out, well, what's a good nunchuck? Well, I've been working with Flowfires to help create a nunchuck that I am really proud to swing. These things are called Bumblebees. Now the Bumblebees, because they are black and they're yellow, they have this very cushiony end to it. So as you're training your nunchucks, even if you hit yourself as hard as you want, you're not going to hurt yourself because of the padded ends. Now on top of that, what you'll also notice is we have this chain that actually attaches to string. What the string does is it allows for very easy manipulations where we're doing, chain manipulations essentially, because if you have a chain going through your fingers, it's actually kind of grinds after a while when you start doing these motions, especially the chain unwinders right here. I could do this all day. This is so great. These things are extremely light. There's a very lightweight wood. You can actually choose different types of wood that you can use inside of them. Of course, I've always liked the lightweight ones. So I just wanted to let you know, if you are interested in the bumblebees, I will try to put a link to Flowfires for these amazing little props. I highly recommend them if you're training with them. You can work on lots of new moves. And the best thing about it is they kind of have the fire chuck style, except for they're padded at the end, so they're not really going to hurt you at all. There's one more thing I want to cover, and this is really important. I want everyone to know, people have seen me fire spin. Some people have asked me for lessons for fire spinning, and I'm even getting messages of people wanting to spin fire. Some people are not using the proper equipment. Some people are using clothes and they're tying it to the end of their nunchucks and lighting them on fire. Other people have just gotten into nunchuck spinning and already want to start fire. There's a reason why I haven't been teaching fire spinning, and the most important is because fire is a dangerous art. It's something to be respected. I hope you guys really understand this, because if you're not getting the proper training from a fire spinning professional, you could easily injure yourself or injure others. So I cannot stress this enough. There's probably going to be a time where I will explain it in better detail, and I may even go over fire spinning into great depth. But until that time comes, the best thing I could recommend is don't fire spin unless you can find a group. Look for a group locally that teaches you how to understand fire, and actually hang with them and learn all the rules. Because if you don't have a spotter, if you don't have your fueling station set up right, or if you're just like, wow, I really want to impress people with fire, and you start yourself on fire and you don't know what to do, or if your hair catches on fire, or if you catch the fueling station on fire, there's so many different things. And I've received a message where a person, wanted to perform with fire nunchucks and already had like a scheduled performance for it, and he's never even spun fire chucks. You don't want to perform with fire chucks until you are comfortable with it, because performing with fire chucks is very different than performing with regular chucks. There's a different speed, and there's a sound, and there's also a danger that gets added on. So I cannot stress enough, do not try fire chucks without finding someone local in your area that does fire spinning. They don't have to do fire chucks, they just have to do fire spinning. That way you need to really educate yourself on how to do fire dancing if that's something that you're really interested in. And you need to understand like all the dangers that could come with it, because if you don't know like how to deal with a situation and it happens, you are going to be in quite a predicament. It can even affect the fire communities if you end up damaging yourself or another person or a building. Not only would it be hard for you, but it would also damage the community, because laws would be created, to help fight the recklessness of fire, because fire really has gotten a bad rep. I mean, anytime there's a fire in a venue, the whole community gets affected by that. So with that said, just please respect that. Please respect the fire community. If you really want to get into fire, there's probably going to be a time, but just know it's not for everyone. There's just a certain respect that you have to have for it before you even should touch it. So please understand that.